Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I'm going to attempt to do something I've never succeeded at doing yet so far, and I may still not succeed. This is a 16 by 20 inch canvas, and I'm going to spread some paint on it with my hopefully fairly clean OXO omelet turning spatula, available on the Amazon link. Reputedly the best paint spreading spatula ever. I have glasses on my head. It's time to put them on my face because I cannot tell the difference in this white tent with this Florida sun between paint going on and white canvas. It's not that much easier with the glasses, actually. So I'm going to make sure that I have a nice even layer of wet paint, even though it's hot out here today. I'm hoping what I do, which is really a throwback to stuff that people have been doing for a long time. It's based on a colander pour or you know, a sink drainer pour or whatever. But in this case, I have started to clean out some of the superfluous junk in my tiny studio because the space is limited, and what I found were 2 empty bottles of isopropyl alcohol that I picked up because they sell a 2-pack at Sam's Club when I was using more of that to create cells, and it won't create cells. Let's make sure I'm in alignment. So this is what I was using. And I have the bottoms of these too, and I'm thinking I'm going to use them for something else. And I could probably also pierce the bottoms if I wanted it to lay down, but I like the idea that it's raised up. So I used my metal chopstick and my torch on my table, and I never did burn myself, and I didn't wrap it in anything. And I just kept going through again and again, and hopefully most of those are free-flowing. I had a few pieces of plastic in the way, and it is worth taking the time to make sure that there's nothing plugging the hole, duh. And there's some painter's tape in the middle, and I've picked out a few colors, and I'm thinking that I would like to start with some white in the center, just because white is always the first to come out, and it's going to be the outside edge. And then let's do, I really want to think about these colors this time, because mostly what's made me unhappy in the past is the fact that I haven't got colors I wanted. That is not even coming out. I should have checked my tip first. So I'm going to use a skewer and try and open that up right now as best I can. It's definitely time to... So the white paint was basically just to fill the bottom. And it's doing its job. And I want to keep switching with alternative colors, so I'm going to make sure I'm shaken, and I'm going to add that to the center. And maybe there was more blue in there than I thought I needed. Yeah, that's a deep well in the center. This may not work again. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go ahead in that case and use some black just to force it out. And I remember I had a trick, which is to blow into the center. I see that thing that does not belong. And I might be tempted to use it again, especially since I've got my medical tubing, which is no better ever than a bendy straw. But I'm going to, actually I can prove that. Yeah, I think that's going to take a lot more color than I anticipated. So I would have to find a way to fill up that bottom. And I am going to just put that right above the holes and hope that that is my solution. Having no idea whatsoever if that's going to be the solution or not. I would prefer that it blow out the holes and not fall over. So that's a color shift from Folk Art. That is a turquoise that I love. And I'm getting some prettier colors than some other times I've tried this. I'm going to go ahead and try and remember to put in some white pearl. It might be a little precariously balanced, to be honest with you. The center is really pretty though. I like this pink that we didn't really get very much of. So I'm just going to keep using my squeeze bottles and putting it in from the outside instead of from the inside, because that did not seem to work very well. And I'm going to take my purple. I always wanted to do one of these that was a success. You can't really blame me. Everybody can do it except for me. It's not fair. Life is not fair. I'm sure there's plenty of you saying the same thing about other stuff that I can do. So, boy, I would like that to come out all the way around. It's never going to be even. You know it won't. They never are. It's probably just a problem in my head, but this is a magenta red, not the actual magenta. It's definitely more orangey. Not really. It's not really orangey at all, but more pinky. I don't know how to say that. I'm not getting it right. I think that was a lump of Floetrol. I'm still not picking great colors for this. I'm just not good at it. But pretty quick here, I'm going to be able to decide that I want to do something that's my style, which is, i.e., take the basting brush and maybe I can drop something in the middle. Why don't we do that? Why don't we use a cap in the center so we sort of force some things out. I think it needs to be bigger than that. I'm going to try the straw again. I don't know if I can get away with gold at this point. I kind of think silver would be better. I'm kind of missing some of my darker purples, and so I'm going to give myself permission to do that. I'm inclined to add some green gold around the edge, but I haven't totally thought this through ultimately. What do I want in there? I don't want yellow, for sure. My neon from Folk Art never hurt anybody. Especially when it comes out. You could come out. I could. Let's try again. So, I started this with a 16 by 20 inch canvas because I figured no matter what I got, I could probably make something happen. I'm going to get mud in that container. I don't know why anybody ever puts their hand underneath things, because they're going to get dripped off on something else anyway. So let me look at this and see what I like and what I don't like. And add a little something here and there, because now's the time while it'll still all blend together. You can see just how not perfectly the holes were put in place. And they were not far off. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to try that, I recommend that you measure. I'm not sure how to do that, but I recommend it. I'm having a hard time with colors today. I don't really want to lose that outside edge, but I'm about to use the basting brush in there, so it doesn't really matter. I see that purple is something I like. And it really isn't in these other places as much. And what do I have to use? I've got ball chain somewhere. Wow, I must have used it all, and yep, there it is. So let's see what happens. This time I'm going to try and be smart. I'm going to try and there's a lot of color there. I'm going to let it drain off just for a second. I'm not going all the way to the purple. Let's see if I can keep this somewhat even. So paint flows to paint, but agitated paint always creates or pops cells. I say always, but we're not using any silicone, so it might not be always in this case, but usually. How about that? That's a little bit better. it's a different kind of thing. But I'm planning on using every tool I've got to make it into something worth having. And I'm just going to keep draining the chain. There's a lot of paint there. I get to keep a little bit of my scalloped edge. It's more like target practice at the moment. It may not be the most even flowers, but we got beautiful cells in some places, so that's cool. I keep wondering why why I'm not capable of picking better colors for these when I try them. I'm going to have to actually write down some colors and try them. Still not looking like something I'm fully appreciating doing. Which means anything can happen at this point, including this. Is that really what I want to do? No, it isn't. I want to find a really, you know what? I'm just going to use my 3. Same thing as a fork. If I drop that down into the paint a little more, I bring a lot more out with me. I'd like to bring it all the way out to the edge. Not so sure about that. Oh, I am sure about that. That needs to happen. So I'm going to drop that fork in as far as I can along the way and pull it out, and then drag it through. It's not really a new thing, but it's a new thing for me. It might give me some ideas for a new sunburst, which I've been thinking about a lot lately. I don't know. Yes, back to the methodology at hand. Let's make sure that there's enough paint on that 3 to really draw it all the way out. I actually like all of those, even though they seem to interrupt some of my cells at the end. So I'm just going for a huge starburst because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link below. Show more underneath the video. It isn't what I expected, but it's probably what you expected, because I don't think you've ever seen me. Whoa, you're a fly. Get out of there. I wasn't expecting that either. Visitors. So where don't I have the waggles? I just want to put gold in. That's cool. It's making some beautiful patterns. Wow. I'm not unhappy with this anymore at all. I was not sure I was going to be pleased. Yes, I'm risking some purple mud by double pulling, but looks like I'm going to be wishing that I could still dip and fix my edges after you're gone for like 40 minutes. Maybe. That's pretty exciting. This right here wants to be waggled. And fun. I recommend this. I think you can probably do it with any kind of slight failing colander pour. I can't be the only one that's inept at that. But I have my abilities, and that's not one of them, so. I don't give up, though. I keep trying, and it always turns into something. Yes, I'm fixing my edges. I'm just using my threak right down over the edge, pulling the tines down. Just dipping it in. There seems to be plenty of paint. And I got a whole minute left to tell you guys that I give lessons at my house in Spring Hill, Florida. And if you want to buy some artwork, all you have to do is look at the number at the end of the title with the date and mention it to me, and I will get back to you and give you an email. I just want to fill in the whole thing. I'm not sure that that's a good idea. Maybe I can go from the outside in. Kind of like that. I do want to just fill in the whole thing, but because I can. Comes in so handy. But I will definitely be doing something else to cover my edges, because they're not covered except for in a few places. I kind of want to do some really weird stuff, like drop white in there and use a basting brush. I got 2 minutes left to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you. And I just keep pulling paint. And we haven't used the torch. If in doubt, gold it out. Let's see what happens when I find a skewer. So underneath the video, there's all kinds of stuff, like Pinterest and Instagram if you're interested. And that's what it is. And I'm kind of inclined to keep going and finding out what that turns into when I do some more of that. So I love you guys, and there's 68,000 of you right now. I'm not certain this is going to work out, but I had to give it a try. Because I can. I'm trying to think of what else I haven't told you. There's Teespring clothing underneath the video. Anytime you shop Teespring clothing under the video, or anytime you shop my Amazon, like you actually help me out quite a bit. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to wipe off my threaks so I can make some more uninterrupted marks without destroying them. It really makes me want to do the white from the center out. So who knows what this is going to look like the next time you see it. Center out, center in. So you'll be gone soon, and I'll be still playing here. Trying to make something out of something I'm not so sure I love. It can be done. It's been done before. A waggle saves the day. I love you guys. Make sure to watch videos and give me a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm know where to place my videos, and that you don't mind helping me out. If the more you watch, the better I do, the more likely I am to come back and keep doing it. So that's pretty neat. I'm happy with my waggles, except for that one, which I'll get over. But it makes me want to throw some turquoise in there, and after that I'm going to waggle it and spiral it and call it good. So you'll see it when I share it again. I don't think it's going to be that color. Where is my turquoise? I can't find it. I love you guys. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery in the backyard. and I'll see you soon.